Hi Stitchers, I'm Judy and today is October 10th, 2016, and I know it's been a couple weeks since I've made a video. I did my year of stars, if you've seen that. Um, and I've missed you guys. Thank you so much for all the kind and warm comments that you always leave me. I'm hoping that someday that I can meet each and every one of you, have coffee together. Hey, if you're ever in South Dakota, stop by. Um, but I feel like I've gotten to know a few of you really well, and I hope that I'm able to get to know all of you that way. Um, I have to laugh as I look at myself in this video. Over the past year, my hair's gotten longer, my hair's gotten shorter. Right now, it's sticking out right here. I just woke up. You know, I have crazy hours of working 11 at night to 7 in the morning, doing a lot of overtime. I've been putting in 60 hours a week. So needless to say, my stitching has suffered. My oldest daughter says to me, "Mom, you shouldn't work so hard." Well, yeah, who's going to pay the bills? So, and I love my job, you know, and I feel like, you know, if they have a hard time finding people for the residents, sometimes I feel like they're my grandparents and my parents, and who better to take care of them than me? Um, I'm looking at, I think I've put on more than 20 pounds since starting insulin, and it doesn't help. Okay, so some of the things that I'm eating now I haven't been able to eat in the past. So every morning I have French toast, and not 3 slices of bread, but anyway, I'm going to blow up like a wood tick. Maybe one of these days I'll pop. But anyway, so it's so good to see and hear from each and every one of you. I started the Year of Whips with Soulful Stitching Sisters. Soulful, yeah, I think that's what it's called. And so you have a whole year until the end of December of next year to get, I believe, is it half of your projects completed? Well, you know me, I have so many big projects, but so even if I get a few done, that'll be more than probably what I would have done by my own. But everybody's been so encouraging, and so I'm anxious to take that journey. But the hard part for me is finding a rotation. You know, because when I work on for like a piece a day, a different piece a day, you know, I find that I'm not really getting anywhere. But do I take a whole week and work on a piece, and then, but it wouldn't be a long time till I got it back, or maybe pick 3 or 4 pieces and just rotate them? I don't know. Help! Help me figure out a rotation. Um, so getting on to stitching. Oh, and by the way, I have a dog, but I have a big dog. I went to the local shelter and got him. He's part lab and part German Shepherd, 81 pounds, or what he was on the day that I got him. When I took him back for his rabies shots, he had a little bit of kennel cough, but nothing in his lungs. Um, he was 79 pounds. I had him neutered on Friday, and he was 75 pounds. So I use a really healthy dog food, but I'm trying to think of ways to fatten him up. So obviously, maybe he likes French toast. I don't know. But so if for those of you that are dog owners and that know how to fatten dogs up, I thought about maybe trying some canned food with his dry food. I don't know if that works, or I don't know. So right now the vet said just to use, I use iVet dog food. So try that. I just had him neuter on Friday, and most places use dissolvable stitches, but this country vet uses regular stitches. So he's got a big cone head on a big dog. It's massive. He can hardly fit in his cage for a 110-pound dog. That's how big. And so he's constantly bumping me, excuse me, in the back of the legs with this plastic cone, and it hurts. And so he's bumping into furniture, poor little baby. But anyways, so he's such a good dog. He's 2 years old. He hasn't made messes in the house. He doesn't jump on the furniture. He doesn't bark. Really a good dog. So anyway, one of these days I'll bring him on camera, but he's a camera hog. And so I'm afraid I wouldn't get any show you any of my stitching that day. But so anyway, getting on to what you all came here for, is stitching. I've been working on this witch's tutu pattern. Okay, I'm ready to pitch it. This is what I've gotten done so far, and this is on 32 count, but the pattern calls for 30 count. But if I hold this up to the light, I can see through it, holes. I mean, like, oh goodness gracious, you know, I'm so uncoordinated. Through the black. I mean, I guess I can't see it here, but so I thought maybe, this is on 28 count, the pattern calls for 30. So I thought maybe I'll try restitching it on 32 count. And plus, you know what a perfectionist I am, I got off on one of the dots. And I know you can't really tell, but I thought with the other shoe, I don't know, they're just polka dots. But. So I'm going to end up restitching this. So it is, and my daughter will just have to get it next Halloween. But I was really hoping to give it to her this Halloween. I did see somebody had did the cube for frosted pumpkin stitchers, a little Halloween picture. That was really cute too. I'm not into Halloween, but I love stitching Halloween for my daughter. Okay, throwing that aside, by law, you know, you're supposed to get a half-hour break in 2:15s on an 8-hour shift, right? Well, I get 1/2 hour and 1:15. I take my first 15 somewhere around 12:30 at night, and then I get a half hour on 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't get a second 15 because from 4 o'clock on, we're getting residents up. Yeah, I know, 4 o'clock in the morning. But some are ready to get up since they went to bed at 7 o'clock. But it seems awfully early to get them up. So after 4, I'm just too busy, and they don't. I'm on a secured unit, let me put it that way, for behaviors, and I'm the only one up there at night. And the only time I see someone is when they relieve me for a break, the nurse usually. I do have a walkie-talkie that if someone falls or, you know, there's some health issues with someone, I can radio them and they'll come up. But for the most part, I'm there all by myself. And yes, it's booked sometimes. But it's a hallway, and my head is on a pivot at all times. But anyway, getting back to what I was thinking about. So when I do take my stitching to work, I try not to bring white thread, and I try not to bring anything with a lot of thread changes, because, you know, 15 minutes or a half hour goes by really fast. So I have been working on this. You know, I wasn't going to do a video because I thought, I'm so embarrassed. I don't really have that much to show. But, you know, a month goes by, 2 months go by, and I still don't have a video, you know. So, and like I said, I miss you guys. So, I have been working on my Quaker Virtues. I'll show this to you. And what I've gotten done in the 2 weeks is I did part of this bottom T here. Looks like an upside down L, but it's a T. And then I stitched some in here. Whoops, some up here. I did this. And what else did I do? Oh yes, I did a did this flower here. So that's really all that I've done on that. And this is over the course of several nights. I had it all packaged up and everything to take to work last night. Of course, where to sit on my kitchen table. Most of the young girls that go on break, and usually there aren't too many people on overnights, and so sometimes I sit by myself on break. Once in a while there'll be one of the young girls down there, and they're on their phones, so I just stitch away. They're in their own world and I'm in mine, I guess. But oh yes, and the good news is I passed my CNA test this week, so yay! 85-cent pay raise. Am I going on to nursing? No. I have student loans that I'm paying from teaching still going on, so. Okay, so got that. I don't really have a place to stitch much. I'm, like I said, embarrassed to show you what I have. Where's the other one? Oh yes. In lieu of Halloween, I thought I'd better stitch on this. Okay, my Halloween Afghan. Oops, sorry. This right here is all I did. Yep. So at that rate, it'll be 2020 before this ever gets done. Like I said, I'm really struggling with a rotation. Help me out, guys. How do you guys do it? I mean, so many of you, you know, just whip those projects that I am so impressed. But maybe you don't have as many whips as I do. I don't know. It's kind of like a favorite child, you know, or, you know, you love them all. You know, you want to work on them all. And then, too, I'm anxiously wanting to start Death by Cross Stitch. Yeah, like I need that in my rotation. Okay. I did start one last night. I found this pattern on eBay or Etsy or one of those. The Santa of the Forest, lavender and lace. Drum roll. And this is on 28 count. Okay, you're going to have to get out your magnifying glass here. No, that's not a speck on your screen. That is 5 stitches. Right down there. There it is. Let's see. Yep, right here. That's my start. And I bought this to give to someone for their birthday. Yeah, like I thought I was going to whip it out in 4 weeks. That and other lies I tell myself. Sure, no problem. I'll get this done for this person on their birthday. Yeah, right. But, I mean, one thing nice about this, there is very little back stitching, because you know how I have a love-hate relationship with back stitching. And it's all DMC, there's no beads. There is the gold thread, the 284Z, which I need to buy too. But I think they mix it with red. Oh gosh, this hair looks horrendous. It's a lot of white and red in it. And I thought about bringing that to work too, but no, I'll just leave it. Let's see, what else? Is that it? I think so. Oh yes, and I'm going to take this stuff out here. You know how I'm always finding ways of reorganizing my stuff, and like floss keepers, thread holders, you name it, I've done it all. Well, the other day I got a bright idea. I found one of these, they're like, for the sink, you know, to like rinse dishes. What is it called? Oh, just 18 quart, 17 liter, and it's 17 and a half long by 14 and a fourth wide by 7 inches high. I've seen some people use them for in the shower for soaking their feet too. But so I thought it would be a good idea to put projects in them, like one at a time. You know, and in here I have my scissors and markers and pattern, and that's a good way of keeping things organized. And I haven't really quite figured out how to stack them, and I don't want them all over the house. So that's my latest gig. We'll see how that works. But I keep them usually in plastic bags. Okay. My neighbor's outside making a lot of noise. As you know, before my year of whips, I was going to do a giveaway on this pink fabric. So thank you for all who entered. You know, if you didn't win this time, I have a stash of stuff to give away. So there'll be more to come. So don't feel bad. Like I said, if I could give each and every one of you something, I would. But Shazi C, you won the fabric. So contact me with the address and a name, and maybe Shazi's real name, I don't know. But the fabric is yours. It's Lugana 32 count, half a yard, Pixie Kiss. And you know, I just ordered myself some of this, but only in 28 count and opalescent and a lot smaller piece. But yeah, it's really pretty. Like I said, my eyes have gotten bad over the years. They've gotten worse with my diabetes. So that's why I'm giving away most of my, especially the Lugana, you know, is a tight weave. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if I tried stitching outside, that might help. But I do have like the raw linen and Michelle or Belfast and some of those, and some of them have bigger holes, so it's a little bit easier for me to see. But my next giveaway thing, in lieu of Halloween, I had bought this a couple years ago, and it is Praiseworthy Stitches, and it's Raven Moon Hall. And I was going to stitch this for my daughter, and it's got some specialty stitches in it, and you know, I can do specialty stitches, but I just won't anymore. My eyes are too bad, and I struggle with it, and so this has some weeks, but you can also replace it with DMC. But yeah, this is my next giveaway, and it'll probably be about 4 weeks. So if you're interested in a chance to win, just please enter me, and that's all you have to do. You have to be a subscriber, and you have to be at least 18 years old, or your parents' permission. And then just a quick shout out, Dina, like I said, I bought new fabric, third fabric, for Sleeping Beauty. I haven't had a chance to start it, but yours is coming along great. I love watching your videos. Kate too, I don't know how you're coming along with your Sleeping Beauty, but I've seen your king and your queen. You are such a talented young lady. I enjoy watching your videos. And to all of you others, I'm just getting to know you and enjoy your pieces, and I'm totally enabled all the time. So keep the videos coming. I hope you have a great week, and hopefully I'll get this rotation things down. I could really use some help. Love you guys. God bless, and have an awesome week.